Yo everyone, Dan Central here, and welcome to the next game in my Master System Compendium. Now this next one is my favourite game in the Alex Kidd series, and that is the awesome game Alex Kidd in Miracle World. Now it's just my favourite one in the series because there's a lot more going on, it's a lot more easy to understand and control, I've played it the most, and in general it's been acclaimed as the actual most popular game in the series, just in general through fans of the series having played most of the games and enjoying this one the most. Now, I was just trying to play this in a different emulator which actually has better graphics, makes it look a bit smoother visual-wise, but for some reason I couldn't enable Alex to punch. No matter what button I tried configuring the controls, whatever button I chose, it would not actually make him punch. So I tried every single button on the keyboard and he wouldn't punch, and if he doesn't punch, there's no game, because that's his primary move. So unfortunately this is a bit shaky, a bit ropey, apologies, but having said that, I do have a completed playthrough of the game from start to finish on my channel if any of you want to check it out, that I did a while ago, where I do play it completely from start to finish. So anyway, let's give it a go and go from there. So now I can jump and now I can punch, whereas before I couldn't. So basically it starts with a level where you're vertically going down, as opposed to side-scrolling left to right. That was what I just picked up. I think it's called a fire ring. It's a ring anyway. It enables you to, when you do deploy it, you can actually throw out flames. Well, not flames as such, but like makes your attacks more powerful, so you can kill more people easier. Sort of from long range, basically, rather than from short range like his punches. You've got these eagles as well, which you have to try and kill, which I've just completely messed up. Clever. That's it. You basically stay invincible temporarily as well, for a short while. Now in that question mark box, it's actually a ghost, which will actually chase you down the level and will kill you. So I'm not going to waste my time opening it up, because I will die. Now Alex Kidd Miracle World. That doesn't do anything, by the way, it just makes you shake for a while. Alex Kidd Miracle World was released on the 1st of November 1986, which was a Saturday, not that that really matters, in Japan, and was then later distributed to Europe, Australia and the United States in 1987. Oh, missed that, doesn't matter. Incredibly fun game, one that I've completed many times, and again if you want to look at a completed playthrough of it, I've got that on my channel where you can see me do that from start to finish. But the controls on the keyboard are very temperamental and very fiddly, so that's why you might see me miss easy to reach places, because the controls aren't the best. Oh, no, see what I mean? Just little things like that. You can get out of this bit by going up there and jumping, but I don't want to waste my time. Oh, there we go. Okay, maybe I did do it. Obviously, collecting all these money bags gives you more money, obviously, which enables you to then buy items later on, like vehicles, for example. You can buy a motorbike, or you can buy what's called a pettycopter, which is basically a pedal-powered helicopter that Alex rides later on in the game. You can also just buy other items as well, sort of weapons and invincibility items to enable you to be protected from damage for a while. And obviously he's now swimming, which is pretty cool. You've got these kind of weird fish things flying around, and you've got a frog there which throws out bubbles, which you have to obviously avoid. I wasn't near enough to him, but basically if you keep punching him, eventually he will die. There you go. Now this fish is a bit more difficult to kill, because he goes up and down, so you've got to be careful that you time it well. Ooh, not like that. There we go. Now that question mark there is a bit hit and miss. Sometimes it's a ghost, sometimes it's not, sometimes it's a life. You get like a little mini Alex appear, and that's a life. But because you can't always call it, I tend to destroy the blocks first, so that if it is a ghost, you've destroyed everything, you can easily get out of the level, because that's your exit there, as opposed to doing it first and he's chasing you around and you're trying to destroy the blocks while he's after you. So let's have a look. No, it's a ghost. Now he would have killed me, but because I've got all the blocks, I'm fine. So now we're in the next level. So here's your shop. So basically there's your bike, which a lot of fans have said this is one of the most funnest parts of the game. So I'm going to get that. Now I've already got a ring, so I'm going to get this, I think it's an invincibility belt. And there you go. This is probably one of the funnest parts of the game, which a lot of you that played this game should agree. Otherwise, what are you going on about? But again, you can obviously run over all the enemies. You just got to make sure you avoid those red circles, because if you jump on them, you lose the bike. Obviously, at that point, you can't avoid it, but before that, you can. Now, these happen quite regularly throughout the game as well. You actually face what are called henchmen, because basically the point of the game is that Alex's brother has been kidnapped by Janken the Great, and Janken the Great has 3 henchmen. You've got Stonehead, Paperhead, and Scissorhead. And the idea is to play rock, paper, scissors to defeat them. Well, they call them in Japan, they call it Janken Pon, but we know it as rock, paper, scissors. And you just basically got to win a match of it. So here's your first henchman, basically, of the boss of the game. Sometimes I try and trick them, but it doesn't always work. As you can see, it doesn't always work. So yeah, cool idea, different. You can cheat, and there is on the internet, it tells you which ones to go for to always win. But I just like to guess. There you go. Sorted. Now, it looks a bit weird what he's eating. It's meant to be a burger, a hamburger, and in the actual game, it does show as a hamburger. But on this version, it seems to be showing as just a white item. But anyway, now this is a life. So as you see, little mini Alex. There's your life. Now there is a cheat in this level. For those of you that are interested, you can actually go down that pot that the octopus is actually laying on. You have to basically shoot all his tentacles off. But I'm not going to necessarily try it because I think I'm going to die. Yeah. You can actually punch those off. It's a lot easier in the actual game itself. You can actually punch all of those off. You go down the pot and it just kind of gives you a bit of a shortcut to the rest of the level. Yeah. I keep forgetting which is the punch button, so I keep hesitating. So that's why I keep sort of... You can kill those as well, but you don't really get much for doing it. So we don't get anything for doing it. But just a really fun game, really, really fun, absolutely love it. Can't really fault it, really, at all. Because controls are very smooth, it's a challenging game, which is what you want. And it's very straightforward, really. I can get easily carried away with this game and play it loads and try and get through it, but I've already got a complete playthrough already where I've already done that. Plus I get a bit of a time limit anyway, so we're just going to go through I think one more level and then we'll leave it there. This level's actually really good. The time you jumps quite well on this though. Whoops. I remember when I first played this level on the actual Master System itself years and years and years ago when the game was in fashion. It was good. Oh, I don't know why I'm bothering. Ooh. Oh, there's a way of sort of easily swerving around there. There you go. Obviously make sure you hit those as well, so you don't die. Ooh! I so did not mean to do that. So did not mean to do all that either. And again, you've got to destroy all these now because obviously you can't get through. And then he gives you a bit of a message. So yeah, it's an awesome game. Absolutely love it. So it just tells him about him being prince from the country of Radaxian. His kidnapped by evil men when I was small, and the land is now being controlled by Janken the Great, and your mission is to save the populace from him and his brother. And I was reading on Wikipedia as well. So there's your helicopter, or pettycopter as they call it, and there you go. In fact, I'm just going to do this one level because it's very good actually, and then we'll end it there. So this is your pettycopter. Now obviously using a keyboard it's going to be very difficult for me, because basically if you hit any of the red spheres from underneath, you lose the pettycopter, and I don't want to do that because it's fun. But it depends on how much you want the money bags, in terms of, you know, do you risk it in case you lose the pettycopter. And you can throw out fireballs as well. There is also a cheat on this game that if you do happen to actually die and you get the game over screen show up, if you're quick enough you can actually cheat. There's a cheat code you can put in to actually give you another try for 3 lives, but you've also got to make sure you've got at least 400. Well, the currency in this game is BAUM, is it BAUM? BOEM? Something like that is the currency in this game. Because as long as you've got at least 400, you can actually start from where you left off and not actually die completely. And to do that, just in case you're wondering, is you basically, I'm just trying to, hang on a second, is basically you need to hold the up button and then press the button 2 8 times during the game over screen, and then you can start again from where you were. Now if you do lose your pettycopter, you just fall into the water and you carry on with another part of the level, which is similar to levels you've seen already, like water levels. But if you can survive the whole of this bit, it's a lot easier. So there you go. No, I'll get the money back, so I'll get it. Oh! See? And again, I shouldn't have done that, because I would have done it otherwise. But if anything, you get to see this part of the level as well. And I've just ruined that. But there you go. See? And there's your cheat. And then in this level as well, you can use the pettycopter again to get yourself through. There's another life you can have. And also you've got this A thing as well. And because I'm obviously ending it now, there's your helicopter again. So it enables you to basically get these money bags and shoot out fire and stuff. Now what I'm going to do, because I'm ending it now, is I'm going to lose the pettycopter and just show you what some of the other items do before I finish. Obviously normally I'd keep the helicopter the whole time because it's a lot easier. There's another life as well. But basically, if I pause the game, you can see your items there. You got your fire ring, your belt, and your A thing. Now your A, if I just take that, what it does is you can put it down, and all your little mini Alexes run out, and it just kills enemies and stuff. Obviously, it's not necessarily great to use it there, but that's what it does. Go back on it. Use your firing. Oh, hang on. Use your firing, sorry. And you can, again, it just gives you like more fire, more power to your punch. It actually does a whole row of blocks as well, which is pretty cool. So for example, if you're on this boss, you wouldn't even have to punch it like from short range, because you could just keep hitting it. Easy. So there you go. Here's your cave level, which is what I normally use the fire punch for. Jump up. Oh, and this is really bad for the. That's really bad for the car. And you can levitate. Yeah. Thanks a lot for watching, and join me in the next Alex Kidd game, which is going to be Alex Kidd in Shinobi World.